Soon. Maybe now. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the G Fuel presented PlayStation 5 reveal event starring me, Lawrence Sonntag. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Good to see you. It's the best day. This is Game of Christmas, you guys. We get to see we may get to see a new console. Who can say? Actually, I think they said specifically we won't be seeing the new PS5, so we won't see the box, but at least we'll get to see the games. Theoretically, that's the thing that matters, even though I guess you'll be staring at the faceplate on the front, but yes, the day is here. So what I had in mind to get us kind of riled up and ready to go is we're just going to watch through some old classic PlayStation game trailers. Kind of get a little bit excited about what might be to come. So I'm very excited for this, just in general. Yeah, it's gonna be like a little past, little future. Who knows what's coming back? Who knows what'll be available? Yeah, Alicia, basically my B-roll. Basically. Slightly more intentionally curated. First up, there have been some rumors about Demon Soul. Little Demon Souls HD, maybe? That'd be cool. Oh, wait. Okay. I've been hearing like so many fireworks going off in my neighborhood that kind of mess me up. Call of Duty's gonna have 5 trailers. I mean, Call of Duty's basically 5 games. I have a trailer for the campaign, trailer for multiplayer, trailer for zombies, trailer for battle royale. Yeah, we're walking the gamer road today. Man, I would be fascinated for Demon Souls to be remade and for a whole new generation to play that game, because FromSoft got a lot nicer about the Soulsborne series as it went on. Dark Souls 3 compared to Demon Souls is so much like more directed and focused, which is a weird thing to talk about if you track the legacy all the way back to Kingsfield. Like, it's kind of a spectrum of them getting a little more focused and directed as the games go on, so it'll be interesting to see. What do you think the focus is going to be on this generation? It depends what you mean. I am Roostone. I think business-wise, it's going to be all about driving subscriptions. PlayStation, I think, explicitly said a couple of months ago that they were switching from pushing VR to pushing PlayStation Now. And that's probably because they saw Microsoft's revenues. But, I mean, the good news is that just means that they have to throw a lot of money at a lot of developers to make a lot of cool games. And Sony certainly has an incredible roster of first-party developers, so it's going to be really, really exciting to see what they can make. A wild card from Suffer brings back Armored Core? Well, if they re-release Demon Souls, I expect FromSoftware would probably not have that much to do with it. FromSoft is kind of busy doing their own thing. Yes, and we're closer than we've ever been to Knack 3. That's really what matters. I mean, if there is a Demon Souls HD, I can only assume that Sony would probably have given the project to like a port house. I don't know that FromSoft would have been super invested in that. So, yeah, I got my watermelon going though. Gotta put one up for the sponsor there. Thank you, G Fuel. Yeah, Roof, it's weird. Insomniac was an independent developer until they got acquired last year. So, interesting, because they almost as like a point maintain their independence, but anyway, the real thing is Cool Borders is coming back. It should come back, but it should also have like the 1998 lineup of snowboarders. I think that's what we need. That's what gamers need right now. That's what gamers crave. Yeah, Spyro is basically the second mascot after Crash. They had a good relationship with Sony, but they weren't, exclusive to Sony. They are now. Unless Sony moves to PC, we'll see. It'll be really interesting to see. There's been some movements there. SSX tricky, yeah. Is there a way to even play that game nowadays? I don't think it's ever been re-released or anything. There's probably no way to relicense all that music. Are you allowed to plug my stuff? Yes, Zach, you can. But I can't protect you here. Actually, wait, I think I might be mod. Maybe I can. Has it already started? No. I have the stream up in another window. So I promise you, as absolutely soon as it's on a holding logo right now, but as absolutely soon as it goes live, it'll be in here. You won't miss a thing. I've even got this little thing worked out here. So for the good trailers, I'm not going to mess with it. We're all going to church right now. I'm going to mute my mic. We're going to watch our trailers in peace. Actually, maybe I shouldn't mute my mic because when if I bellow, maybe that should be caught. But that's the idea, is that we can move around. I don't want to get in the way of my own enjoyment of any announcements, and I certainly don't want to get in the way of any of yours. So, yeah, this is not SSX Tricky, unfortunately. This is pre-SSX Tricky. I had no idea Tricky was such a hallmark for people. Oh yeah, maybe we'll get to see God of War 2, 5 today? Maybe? Sony Santa Monica's been awful quiet. That's pretty exciting. Also, if you're an innocent baby, maybe cover your eyes right now. Yeah, Uncharted might still happen, yeah. Zach, you got bopped. That's what happens. There's a command for like follow links to my stuff. You want Skate 4? Not Sony first party. Although I guess I got the impression that this reveal was going to be all first party stuff, or at least Sony published. But I don't know. Maybe they'll have some third party stuff in there too. It's only an hour long, which I guess depending on if it's just going to be a series of logos, there's quite a number of games they could fit in there. But it has to be like tech demos, right? It has to be gameplay. And those are going to be a good 5 to 6 minutes each with some talking around. So we're looking at maybe 4 to 5 games. Which, if they're all like Sony first party, big premiere quality, that's very exciting. That's very, very exciting. Everyone was saying COD. Yeah. I guess I could see that. That's a big partnership. That's like a...
I hope for nothing.
That's a big, like... That's a big pat on the back they can give to for their partners there. Yes, War Twun is coming back. Warhawk is coming back. Every FMV PlayStation game is coming back. Rebel Assault, it's back. Actually, no, Sewer Shark, back. Who Killed Johnny Rock, back. Psychic Detective, it's back. These are just... Nobody even knows what these are anymore. Yeah, I would expect some kind of God of War, even if it's just a logo and maybe just like a quick shot of Kratos or something. I want Dino Crisis? You gotta go talk to Capcom. That's not Sony. Plumbers don't wear ties. It's back. Oh, it's back. Sony bought up the roster of 3DO video game properties and they're remastering them all. Killzone better be back. Do we need Killzone anymore? I'm just gonna throw that out there. Do we need that anymore? I really like Shadowfall. I'll say that. Like, Shadowfall was the first time I played a Killzone game. I was like, oh my god, it's like actually its own game now. This is what we need, actually. I knew Killzone would be cool. I take it back. Well, hold on. Okay, let's put this here. Hold on a second. Let me throw this to democracy. Okay, we'll put up the two big PlayStation first party shooters. Killzone or Resistance? What's the game? What's the patrician choice for educated gamers? Gecko, this is live. It is indeed. Resistance 100%. Huh. Killzone be looking cooler. Resistance has a meteor engine. What is Resistance? Resistance Fall of Man? That was from Insomniac, right? It was like a really tech-forward shooter. Yeah, Insomniac. Really tech-forward shooter on the PS3. I remember Resistance Fall of Man was the first game I played on PS3. I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're going on about the cell processor. That was the one that had like wacky guns. You could shoot through walls and stuff. It was also outrageously difficult. Oh, wow. I think the Resistance games are some of the hardest shooters I've ever played. Yeah, jackhammer guns.
Your whole life you've been searching. And the elders, they've been holding you.
What is this we are watching? I just put together a list of PlayStation-centric game trailers. So, we're just taking a peep at the past, present, and soon the future of the PlayStation brand. I'm excited to see this on PC. And I'm kind of hoping that it does really well on PC so that Sony can't ignore those dollary dues anymore. A Twisted Metal Battle Royale. Huh. I guess the other car property that shall not be named today added a Battle Royale mode, and it's actually pretty functional. It's actually pretty fun. I haven't played it yet. I watch people play it, so I guess I can't vouch for its fun, but it looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, Spider-Man. It hasn't been long enough for it. I don't know. It feels like it hasn't been long enough for anything really substantial for a Spider-Man 2. It's like, what? Spider-Man came out a year ago?
Of the old ones. What secret
A bingo sheet. It's just knack 3 in every square. I'm going all in. Either I black out the board or I go home a loser. But if there's no knack 3, then we're all losers. Vigilante 8. Jeez. People in the mix trying to out obscure game title each other. I thought Spider-Man was 2 years ago? Man. Yeah, it was 2018. You're right. So about a year and a half, but
you can help?
I don't know that that's enough time.
You can get out of my way.
Unless Insomniac, while they were making Spider-Man, had a second dev team working on a PS5 dev kit for like 3 years, then there might be a good demo. We'll see. Sly Coop might be cool.
even if you do catch what you're after.
I mean, all the like PlayStation 2, was it like the triad of, it was Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, and Jack and Daxter. What if there was a whole mega platformer that had all three? Think about that.
I came from somewhere.
Uncharted 10. He does it again, yeah.
Even if it destroys.
I do appreciate, like, Lost Legacy tried to sort of pass the torch to Chloe and Nadine, and I thought it was great. The Agency FB font. Nothing says kind of like the future. Like Agency FB. Hey Sora, good to see you.
PlayStation.
Fortnite 2. Lifeline 2, now we're talking. VR, man. The controller's got a microphone. It's time to bring back Lifeline. Although that was Konami, wasn't it? Sony All-Stars 2? Oof. Yeah, I guess so. Sony All-Stars 2! There we go! Sony All-Stars Battle Royale 2, or whatever it was called. What was the full title? Oh, Intelligent Cube? Man. Fitberman 2? How come you're streaming here? Because G Fuel is sponsoring this. That's why. I'm gonna look this up. Okay, Sony All-Stars.
In my final hour, I commend my soul to God. May He have mercy on this unholy place.
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Although you gotta give it up, man. They had Battle Royale in 2012.
What were you looking for?
Think about that. Sony ahead of the game.
Gold statue. Weight 20 arrobas. That's over 500 pounds. That's gotta be it.
Also, like, everyone was using Massive Attack because I think it was on House. There was like an Assassin's Creed trailer that used a Massive Attack song.
Roman wants him dead.
Wait, this isn't Massive Attack, is it?
Was captured and the island secured. Kill them both.
It sounds like it, or it did anyway.
I assure you, El Dorado is worth more than you.
Yes, this is Uncharted. You're
I'm telling you, this island is cursed.
Oh, Mega Man 12?
Oh God, no.
I remember being really confused at Uncharted that the shotgun had the like parentheses bracket. I don't know why. Like why that was the thing. I was like, why did I do that? God, you want to talk about brutally difficult games? The last part of Uncharted 1 was absurd. Or wait, was it 3? Which? Slight spoilers. Which one had the like? Which one had the like fireball throwing demon men at the end? Those games go off, man. For trying to be a like sort of grounded. It was 3. Okay. I remember 1 was really tough because there was like a room with all these dudes flooding into it, and you had like a grenade launcher, and it was like you had 3 shots, and if you didn't kill like 18 people with those 3 shots, you just were gonna get swarmed. But yeah, 3's man, 3 made me like flex the controller a little bit. I gotta admit, it like early Sony was extremely experimental with the games they were willing to throw money behind. It seems like, well, I guess no, that experimentation is still there. It's just for the digital stuff. Yeah, that's just kind of where it goes. All the experimental ideas like Parappa the Rapper are now like PlayStation Network kind of games. Yeah, new Jammer Lammy. That's what we need. Yep, it's got to be Legend of Dragoon 2. It can't be anything else. I really, really, really like Legend of Dragoon. I just like JRPGs that have some kind of like rhythm or like input mechanic to do more damage or to do combos and stuff. I want to pick fight from a menu, but then I want to hit some more buttons while I'm watching people fight. You know? Why can't I do both? It wasn't as bad as the city from Rise of the Tomb Raider. Assassin's Creed map, but filled with even more unfun shit. I beat Rise. It didn't seem that bad. I don't remember it being... I didn't finish the third one, though. Shadow. When does it start? In about 18 minutes. I've got the other stream up here just to prove to you guys. And as soon as it changes from the 4 iconic gamer shapes, we'll be getting in there. I think we'll see more Assassin's Creed stuff today. Well, UB already did their big Valhalla thing. I don't know. I would say yes, except the runtime of the show is actually pretty short. So, I think odds are low, actually. Couldn't be less excited for AC Valhalla. Yeah, I finally found my way to Odyssey, and it's good so far. But I'm like 4 to 5 hours in, so the fatigue has yet to set in. The 4 iconic gamer shapes: pizza box, pizza slice, no pizza. So, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. Pizza box, pizza slice, whole pizza, no pizza. You're right. It's 4 slices. X is the pizza cut I usually do? Huh. Oh, so you just eat a quarter of the pizza at a time? Okay, I can see that. The X is teaching you how to slice your pizza. Sony was out there, and they saw young gamers picking up whole pizzas and shoving it into their faces. And then you just get sauce everywhere, and the toppings slide off, and it's no good. It's no good. Sony was like, hold on a minute. Wait. Big brains, just coming right out. Here we go. What if we, instead of this ABXY bullcrap, what if we labeled our buttons, giving gamers the one piece of info they need, which is how to consume pizza most effectively. So when you're in the gamer zone and your blood sugar starts dropping through the floor, you start not making those pro moves anymore. you go to the kitchen and you're just staring at a frozen pizza not knowing what to do. You got those shapes running through your head. Helps out. You ain't gotta think. That's right, they do it for you. One thing I'm curious about, one thing that's got me a little concerned. I was poking through some PS5 stuff this morning, just kind of refreshing my memory. That thing's only got an 825 gigabyte solid state. That's it. Warzone takes up a quarter of that already. Now I know that it is possible that, like, just by totally being solid, that they can trim down the install size a bit. They also talk about modular installs, but they were talking about that 2 generations ago. So I know that you can add on stuff, which is pretty cool, and it's not proprietary anymore. Like, you can just add on an NVMe. But then they also said, like, well, by the way, also most NVMEs out there right now are not fast enough. Oh, the 2 terabyte option? Yeah, I saw rumors about that. Did that officially get announced? Gonna get a 10 terabyte external? I don't know how much money you got, dude. A 10 terabyte solid state that fits the spec of the... First of all, it doesn't exist. Second of all, it's gonna cost a lot when it does. That's the thing about the PS5. Any expansion storage has to meet the, like, transfer spec of the internal the internal solid state, which is extremely fast. But it's really cool they're doing that, man. One of the things that always twisted me up about Sony's hardware is they insisted on using their own proprietary stuff, like the memory sticks for the PSP and their own stuff for the Vita too. I'm like, why, man? At least they started using USB cords. I guess they always did for their controllers, but... I'm gonna switch categories to special events. Probably not, given that everyone else isn't just chatting. Gotta play that Twitch game, you know? Gotta follow the herd sometimes. I guess special events would be a little more... Well, no, we're just chatting right now. We're just chatting. Ah, yes! The infamous Killzone 2 trailer. Which, boy, did this upset the gamers at the time. Do you think we're gonna get another one of those? Of, like, a gameplay demo that's too good to be true, and then everyone insists that it's faked? And then it's like, well, it was spec footage, and then the game ends up looking like... I don't know. I love it. I love it. That was such a fun time, man. I don't know that console wars were ever quite as heated as that. Killzone did the battle bus first. You're right. Look at him dropping. I got a 3 terabyte solid external for my PS4. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I only ran out of space on my PS4 a couple times. Oh, they're picturing with what the game actually looked like? After the Division trailer, no one takes graphics as 100% accurate. Yeah, it does seem to be just like a literacy thing in the gaming crowd, is sort of coming to understandings that the things they try to represent as gameplay may not be, unless, you know, do the E3 thing of a guy holding a controller. Oh, the Watch Dogs reveal trailer? I don't know, that one was interesting because, like, it wasn't necessarily that far away from the game, it's just you never played it like that in the game. That's one of those weird things where, like, they make a game you can play cinematically, but then no one does because they just want to play at max speed. Like, you can play Grand Theft Auto cinematically. It can look really, really cool if you play it slow and walk slow and move the camera around. No one plays that way. They're always ripping people out of cars, shooting people in the face. New consoles will change sports games. That's an interesting idea. Speaking of... It's interesting to think about how. Sports games, by definition, are very self-contained, you know? It's a stadium, it's a crowd, it's the players. Unlike like an open world game where you can go wherever you want as fast as you want. Pros and cons of having both PS4 and PS5. I mean, cons, you gotta pay more money. And we have yet to really understand what the crossover and functionality is going to be. Like they said the top 100 PS4 games. They also kind of implied that the PS5 will be able to emulate the PS4 on the video hardware. Rather than just having PS4 hardware in it, which, you know, makes total sense. But I don't know what that means. I guess it's like it'll support most games out of the box, and then some games require just a little bit of love, a little bit of coding, a little bit of custom work. I'm not sure. PS5 should be able to do backward compatibility. It should be able to. I don't know about PS3. That's still a monster of a CPU to try to emulate. I think it's doing better and better, it sounds like, but I mean that's what they got PlayStation Now for, right? Yeah. Connor Limbo. I have one of the big boy, one of the thick PS3s for that reason. I have the launch model that had the PS2 inside of it, which, wow, the launch PS3 was such a monster of a machine. They really go for it. That's one of the things I do appreciate about Sony is they sort of, their hardware exists in a world where like PCs aren't there. They just keep kind of almost reformulating CPUs and GPUs on a fundamental level, kind of ignoring that there's this whole paradigm already. Which, the stuff they did with PS4 was really, really awesome. And what they're doing with the PS5 looks really cool too. Like, that's how PCs should be, if they could go back and undo the fact that they're based on like 30 years of inherited old decisions. But it's really cool to see them just like, on a fundamental level, push computer engineering forward like that. And sick cars. What about Gran Turismo? That's what you're looking at right now. Yeah. This is not Drive Club. No, the PS5 doesn't have an excuse to not have a mic. Oh, the controller has a mic in it. Will the console wars start up again? I hope so. I hope so. It's good for the economy. I love the... You don't get to flex your troll muscles that often. And it is... Like, I don't take it that seriously. I know some people super do, but it was always fun to just like... Yeah, just like talk mess about plastic boxes. Like, it doesn't matter. Fun video games are fun. Begin today. The third console wars will. No, it's not third, man. This has gone through a number of times. I'm trying to think. I feel like it was like Nintendo Genesis or Nintendo Sega back in the day, and then it was like N64 PlayStation, and then it was my heart jumped a little bit. I was like, wait, I didn't move it over. It showed a stage. This is Athia. We're moving into Generation 9. Bloodborne 2 is all I hope for. God, that would be cool. Okay, Ghost Spartan, let me throw a theoretical at you. Bloodborne 2, but it's not made by From Software. How would you feel about that?
Some would call him an anomaly.
Yeah, we're getting there. 6 minutes left. I'm looking over here. I got an eye on it. Don't worry. We're in Gen 9. No, I thought we were in Gen 8. Gen 7 was 360 PS3, Gen 8 is Xbox One PS4, Gen 9 is PS5. Am I wrong about that? At this point, they're just branded PCs? PS5, not really. The Xbox One, pretty much, kinda. PS4, it's like a PC with fundamentally redone RAM, and like, volatile storage. PS5 is even further away from a typical PC. I'm trying to say the PS2 and PS4 gens were one-sided wins for Sony. Gotcha. So fried chicken, I agree with most of that. The one-sided win thing gets messy. If you go by units sold, yes, but Microsoft has actually carved out a significant amount of revenue through their systems and things like that, so I don't know, winning, like, in the day, winning used to mean who sold the most consoles. It doesn't really mean that anymore. There's been so many ways to, like, monetize and extract revenue. I say it that way. That's, like, the business way to say it. But yeah, I mean, from the consumer standpoint, from the, like, I think the exclusive standpoint, from the ecosystem standpoint, yeah, Sony took away PS2 and PS4 for sure.
PS4 for the players.
Hearing something about Elden Ring would be nice. I remember, I was just thinking, man, if you want to make sure something never finishes, you make sure George R. R. Martin's involved. Market share versus revenue. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. Huh. Like, what's the goal? What's the victory condition?
I had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that sort of shit's good for one thing. Getting you
I
killed.
think I should get Sony stock right now. Stock rarely moves because of announcements like this. It's usually projections and investor earnings calls will cause fluctuations in stock price. Investors watch stuff like this, but this is not when money-making news happens. Like, if Sony were to say, we're going to have 1 million units at launch, that's something that would move a stock. But showing a game, most investors don't really pay attention to that. Be interesting to see what Sony will do since Microsoft's aiming for PC and Xbox. Yeah, Microsoft's aiming for multiple platforms. I wonder if they're going to try to get PC. Yeah. This news precedes that news. It doesn't really... They're kind of disconnected. The marketing to gamers and marketing to investors happens in different cycles and different beats. I mean, you're right. Like, at some point, Sony's going to have to tell investors what the PS5 launch is going to look like, what their supply chains are like, what their revenue earnings or expectations are. So, yeah, if you want to. I just don't know that this today is going to move an investment needle. Yeah, gamers don't have the money, investors do, pretty much. True 720p quality. Wait, hold on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there. Anyway, we're going to get another Motor Storm. It's got to happen. Uh-oh. Well, this is exciting. They're telling us to stay tuned now. MotorStorm was pretty cool. I remember having fun with that game. Yeah, she's... Sony gonna throw more money behind a Shenmue, even though, like, everyone at 505 was like, ooh. Yeah, that didn't... No one wanted that. I think they said it was, like, a good game for enthusiasts or something like that. That's polite code word for no one bought this. How could this have happened? Shenmue was supposed to save us. Supposed to bring balance to the console wars. Not destroy them. The Warriors 2? Aw, man. Rockstar only makes Grand Theft Autos and Red Deads now. Imagine Rockstar announced a game that wasn't GTA or Red Dead. I feel like it's been so long. I don't know how many more trailers I have in here. I timed it out to be 30 minutes. Oh, we're still going, though. Okay, good. With the chance of Sony going Microsoft way and making all their exclusive release on PC, I could see them doing a staggered release where they release on console for like a year and a half, and then release on PC. They seem pretty clear that they're doubling down on their strategy of having owned developers make world-class games for their consoles that sell console units.
Rule number 1.
And it's
Don't date
everything they've said indicates that they're doubling down on that method of operating because it worked so well this generation. So I don't see why they would jeopardize that, or even interfere with that business model. Microsoft can do that because Microsoft also owns Windows. and they also have an Xbox branded presence on the PC. So all of those users, they can count as Xbox users, and then they can announce that to investors and justifiably say, like, look, we grew our platform by X. We have this many new subscribers for Game Pass. I could see Sony doing something like that, but it would probably be years from now, after they like tip of the spear with their first party games to get PlayStation 5s in people's homes. Yeah, well, it's 1 o'clock.
I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
It's supposed to be the time, but we're still stay tuneding here. Wonder what the first reveal will be. I want to say Knack 3, but typically you want to save your big stuff for the end, so... Frankly, I'm kind of hoping we see at least 3 or 4 games that aren't existing IPs. I feel like, in addition to like bringing established brands back and kind of showing what these brands look like on this new tech, I would like to see entirely new properties and like game systems that can be built around PS5 tech. Because like God of War, it's like angry man stabs demons. Like you know what the spirituality of that game is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, be quiet. Okay. Let's do it. I'm still on the mic, but we're in church now. There's a piece of slice. Now let me crank the sound for you guys. Come on. Give me the whole thing.
Different choices. How we might have ended up.
No. I like the hand we've been dealt.
Yeah, Deonix, they're just showing us what we just saw. Whatever, I love it. I love sizzle reels. Love them.
You, me, together, we were destined for something great.
Gotta have that Bwom.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather.
Again?
Or the... I don't know, that thing.
They're gonna make me buy GTA 5 again. Damn it!
I thought we was trying to get out of this bullshit.
You sounding more and more like a snee-eye itch every day.
Yeah, one more time, boys.
My score!
One last ride. It says PS4 though. So are they just stunting right now? I kind of don't understand this. Unless this is like backwards compatibility. I bet that's what this is.
We out here gangbanging like it's 91.
You can still play GTA Online on your PS5. I'm sure that's where this is going.
We all love banks. Get me!
Ooh, oh!
Give me a hand with these bodies.
cannot be traced back to me.
Yeah. GTA Online. This game makes so much money. It's actually not that surprising that they would open with, like...
Sort of smash things.
I view this as more of like a promise to their partners that if you have an active service game, we will support you.
Now what?
Yep. Yup. One more time. Don't worry. Don't worry, all that GTA Online money is still safe. Alright. Just GTA Online? What? Oh, okay. So people can play all the back content? Okay, that's the game plan. Yup. You get it. You let them leapfrog the grind, so they're playing all the heist, and it's like, oh, this is great. Get him in with the PS5. Yup. Very smart. Catch-up mechanics, yeah, for sure. That's a decent open. It's a decent open. That's like, just break the ice a little bit.
It was great to kick today off with a look back at just some of the seminal moments of the last 25 years. And what better way to bridge our past and our future than with a game that's graced every PlayStation console, Grand Theft Auto. It's been a privilege partnering with Rockstar Games for many years now, and we're thrilled to open today with the news that that partnership will continue with PlayStation 5. It's now just over a year since we began sharing technical details of PlayStation 5, but today's the day that we've been looking forward to for years.
Is that a real dude?
When we get to show you just some of the games that demonstrate our belief that PlayStation 5 marks the biggest generational transition our industry has yet seen.
What if everyone on camera is rendered by a PS5?
For today's event, showcases how PS5 has inspired developers to create new experiences that are transformative.
You guys are right, though. He doesn't have the typical, like, studio makeup.
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
This is what people look like when you put a camera on them, by the way. Just so you guys know. Here it comes, baby. PlayStation Studios. That's a new logo. That's a new brand.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up.
Spider-Man!
Your dad said that. He was right. Now it's your turn.
Sick! Sick!
Be a hero, Miles.
Yeah!
Okay, let's do this.
Okay. That's a solid setup for Spider-Man 2. Everything about that makes sense. Ooh, high compression though. Auto, get out of here. I'm sorry about that, guys. Soundtrack's even a little more hip-hop. Okay. I wonder if that means it's going to be a full game, a full experience. Launching, though. Or at least launch window. Damn! Alright, that's it. That's it. They did it. I feel like that... Oh, Polyphony! Ooh! I feel like, yeah, that makes sense. They had to, like, get a game out. That's, like... It feels like, you know... I feel like that's kind of like DLC expansion quality in terms of the scope of content, but they had to get that out for PS5 for sure. Except another Gran Turismo, okay. Or is it going to be an expansion to sport? Yep, that's some ray tracing. Look at those reflections, baby. Damn, they put a number on it. Okay. No release window. Yup. Boy, Polyphony. Sometimes they have trouble shipping those games. Although, how many dudes have already proposed to Sarah? Let's see our gameplay. Hold on a minute. Mobile game UI. Forza's always had that like mouse pointer UI. I don't know why. They always make UIs for like PCs and then put it on a PlayStation. Very strange. God damn, all the light bouncing around inside the car cockpit. The rear view in real time, all the time. Yeah, those sounds are all right. I also like the PS5 controller is going to have haptic in the triggers, which, sacrilege, but Forza 5, I think the one that launched with Xbox One, the haptic triggers are so important. You can actually feel the traction when you're braking and like cornering, so you can give it just the right amount of gas. It's actually really cool, so... And like, yeah, it actually works really well. And that audio is on point. Okay. Damn it. Here comes another 20-hour enduro race. Tiny boy? We got cute little boys? Okay, good. This is the kind of thing I was hoping for. Whimsy. Knack 3? Is it Knack 3? Was it Ratchet? Oh!
You alright back there? No way.
It appears that the dimensions are collapsing on one another. If we cannot get to...
Wait, Ratchet was also Insomniac, right?
I mean, we can't be that far.
Damn.
I have it in my sights.
The ink was still wet on the acquisition deal, and then Sony was like, "You're making Spider-Man and Ratchet." Okay.
How do I steer this thing?
Ask nicely.
Slow down, please. Dad's not listening.
Oh shit! Okay, fuck yeah. Now this is them flexing on the like loading. Oh, you're like moving through all the Ratchet games? Oh!
Well, it is certainly not good.
Right.
Where are we?
Beats me.
How many arms you got, beast? We've been boarded. Get off me, ship.
Yeah, you can see the loading hitch, but I mean, preview build, the hardware's not even out yet. I think we can forgive a little blurb, especially if this is like actually running on PS5 hardware. And I think that's what they said.
Ratchet, we are too late.
Oh my gosh.
Who?
Oh boy. Oh boy, the furries. Somebody see if the furries are okay. There's a Lady Ratchet. No.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, creative director at Insomniac Games. The entire studio is so excited to be able to share with you a first ever look at Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. A brand new, full-length, interdimensional adventure built from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. We're doing things we've never been able to do before, like use dimensional rifts to be able to leap from planet to planet nearly instantly, or
put boobs on Ratchet.
Reflections on Clank.
Ratchet.
All of the alien worlds are filled with density and life previously unseen. Plus, Ratchet's all-new arsenal
art was already made of her.
More exciting than ever, thanks to the DualSense controllers and handles.
Already.
Ratchet and Clank are near and dear to our hearts at Insomniac.
It's like Beethoven writing a symphony. Somebody's at their tablet. Oh shit, yeah.
Did you?
What?
Like my ride, bro?
Behold the power of the PS5. That's a really cool teleport effect. I was wondering, because, like, that sequence was super cool. There's no way an entire game could be made that uses that. This is a little more effective. Like, you have to hit a button to change your surroundings. If you're just constantly moving through craziness, it'll overwhelm people, but this is...
My heroes!
pretty awesome.
Was that a kraken? Or at least a very large octopus.
I was curious.
Get used to that.
I was curious what game mechanics the PS5 transfer speed would enable, and teleporting is certainly an operative one. That makes a lot of sense.
Really resurface after all these years, just to try and take over the universe again.
Yeah. I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than.
And poor YouTube compression can't really keep up. That's what's gonna get wild. Is like, we can't really stream 4K video. I mean, we can, but it's compressed. Nothing is gonna look like what this game will look like uncompressed, running on a wire directly to your TV. Could like particle effects just destroy encoding. Oh. Yeah, that was the weird thing is they announced early on that the PS5 showcase was going to be 1080p 30.
That's all of them.
So this is like not even remotely the visual fidelity you will be seeing from the console. That looked cool. That looked cool as hell. Also, I just kind of miss goofy, colorful third-person platformers. I've been playing a lot of platformers lately, or a lot of action RPGs, I guess. I don't know that they would fall into that camp. Yakuza is like the most goofiness we get. Has the PlayStation been seen yet? No, and I don't think they're going to show it. I think they actually announced that's going to happen later. You have my interest? Luminous. Not familiar with that studio. Quiet Man 2. Quiet Woman! Oh. Yeah, I don't know that this is Final Fantasy. I don't think this is an existing property. This does remind me of some of the tech demos they did with like their Crystal engine and stuff like that. Ah, Project Athia. Interesting. Square has done this before, though. Put out like tech demos that look like games, and it's really just the... Okay. Cool. Why not? Jumpy lady with magic powers? I'll take it. It's just layer 2. Yeah, you only control everything with the controller, and you gotta flip it in the air and catch it and toss it behind your back. Sad Robot 2. Oh, and now I'm interested again. Dang, this is a good lineup so far. What's more cyberpunk than everyone being a robot? Also, why does that kitty have a little backpack on? This reminds me a bit of a, what was it, Subspace Circular? Subsurface Circular? Something like that. This fall. Cat. Oh, Stray? Okay. Alright, I guess you play the cat exploring Robotown. Might be like walking simulator style with sad robot things happening around you. Cool idea, cool concept. Neat looking world. I'll walk around that world. I'll be a kitty. Little meow cat. After seeing Ratchet, sure, I'll be a cat, why not? That was a cool animation. Oh, hold on. We got a feature sizzle reel. Look at all those chips, man! Now this is what's inside the PS5, just so y'all know. I want to shove my hands in that. Dominion. AMC Theaters presents. I better show this every time I turn on my PS5. Also, all hail USB 5 or C. Ugh, whatever. Yeah, the aesthetic, it's weird. Sony has never been shy about chasing like modern aesthetic or modern visuals in their designs. I think like the Spider-Man font is
making games
proof enough.
To be about these constant trade-offs between the artistic vision and technical limitations.
And I think like rounded white paneling is going to be the look of 2020.
Artistic vision.
Mostly thanks to Endgame, I think.
It's got a ton of horsepower, which is very easy to unlock, and it's a machine that's really easy to develop on. The PS5 will present a paradigm shift as to what players will come to expect from gaming. Will let us tell stories,
sad moms,
worlds, create gameplay that I think will truly captivate the player. And
no console reveal. I don't think so. Duck with muscles. I think they said they're going to do that in July.
Studios coming exclusively for PlayStation 5.
Hell yeah! Give me that video game. Oh! I love Housemarque. I love Housemarque.
Over and over, I relive my first moments on this alien planet.
They stopped making arcade shooters, but I'll forgive them for that.
The crash. The attack. My death. The crash. The attack. My death. Trapped in this endless cycle. Even death is no escape. Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different. As if changing. This world is becoming part of me. Infecting my mind. My memories. The longer I spend here, the more I can feel my sanity slip away. But I cannot lose hope. My only choice is to keep fighting. To keep looking for answers.
Yeah, this is kind of like 10 different horror sci-fis all mashed together. You got the body horror of like being mutated.
Breaks me.
Creepy looking aliens. Man. To be in the room and they're like, what the hell are we gonna name this game? Everything's copywritten. Returners, taken. Return me. No. Returnal? And they like look it up. Well, it's not taken. Ugh. Must be so hard to name things. Doom Returnal. The crossover expansion. Oh man, the furries are having a day. Oh, is this Five Nights? I don't know why. first thing that popped into my head. Oh, Little Big Planet. Okay. Oh, he got his own platformer? Oh, he's sacking. Huh. It's all isometric? Like basically Mario 3D World? Maybe not. Yeah, it looks fun. Co-op? Alright. I feel like the messaging behind some of this is like, hey parents, maybe you should get a PS5 for all these colorful games that your kids would like. Here's your family launch game? Yeah. Yep. 4-player co-op? Yep. For sure. That's good. That's good. Too often, like, this kind of game is either not even greenlit or is not in showcases like this, and I really love it when these kinds of showcases hit every possible angle. I swear that PlayStation Studios has got to be new. Yo, do we got a arena hero brawler? Or is this finally the Hold on, I'm getting... Ah, okay. Somebody wanted Twisted Metal, well, here you go. Oh, you can get out of the car? That's weird. I guess your car explodes and then you have to like run and get into another one or something? Yeah, thank you, Aqua. Roller derby, that's what I was thinking of. But this is more like destruction derby. But it's millennial colorful. Oh, okay. Cars have abilities and things. Epic's take on Rocket League. Is it Epic? I don't think... I didn't say it was made by Epic. Yeah, like fighty Hot Wheel cars. That font looks very familiar. Where have I seen that before?
Hello everyone, my name is Josh Greer, and this is my brother Mike. We're from Ember Lab, a small team with a background in film and animation.
And we're very excited today to share with you the first look at our new game. It's a story full of adventure and charm
Project Darwin?
that has themes in personal growth and redemption. So please enjoy.
Is it not the Brawl Stars font? I was thinking AllStars Battle Royale, but it's kind of similar to that. It's just flatter. No one makes 3D extruded logos anymore.
I know you are kind.
It's the Scott Pilgrim font? That must be it.
The power that flows through this land. Yet, you do not fully understand it.
No, it's not that.
Driven by the belief that you can help these troubled spirits. But You cannot hide your weakness from me. You have no power here, Kenna.
I gotta admit, the like ratio of colorful, whimsical child appropriate games is a lot higher than I was gonna expect. This is pretty cool. I was a little worried this would all be like hardcore gamer stuff. God of War Jr. Like it looks mechanically extremely similar to God of War, which I guess to say any like over-the-shoulder melee-based action RPG. Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks really cute. The music sounds amazing. It's kind of like the Ori and the Blind Forest adaptation. I'm into it. Yeah, I like the style of it quite a bit. Those interstitials are really, really cool looking. Damn it. Damn it, the furry's got it again! Who knew today would be such a...
feel like you're just waiting for a sign?
Such a day.
Thing you've always meant to do. Sometimes I feel like I'm just standing on the edge of doing great things. But something's holding me back. Maybe it's just nerves. Maybe it's the fear that I'll never be as good as what I imagine when I'm still just standing on the edge. But if we've got nothing else to lose, might as well jump.
Yeah, this is just a Life is Strange sorry. This is just a slice of life anime, but with furries. Interesting. Not what I expected, but that's good. I want things I don't expect. I don't even know what kind of game that is. It reminds me of like Night in the Woods or something like that.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, and I'm here to share with you a game that I've been dying to make.
Are we gonna make... We got a new Oddworld?
Story where rescuing is rewarding, failure is devastatingly hilarious, and the memories should last you a lifetime.
Man.
Take a look.
Lorne Lanning. The boy's been doing it since old times. God, a new Oddworld. Are you kidding me?
You are no longer a slave.
What year is it?
They believed, trusted, followed, and it led them here. You may have escaped the murderous blades, but the fate of your entire people is up to you.
Whoa. Okay. So it does seem like it's like Abe's Odyssey. Wow. Yeah, this is totally Abe's Odyssey. With all the little guys you have to try to rescue? Wow. Soulstorm. Wait, it is Exodus? I never played Abe's Exodus. Was Soulstorm like referencing something from Exodus? Ooh! Good old Mikami. Oh, we finally get to see this game. Whatever it is, Tokyo Nightmare, Tokyo something.
感じることができます。これからお見せするのは Ghostwire Tokyo の世界
Ghostwire Tokyo.
動画です。
Right.
スーパーナチュラルでミステリアスな東京、そこに潜む驚異と美しさを感じて。
Kami's also been doing it since old times.
ぜひお楽しみくだ
They
さい。
brought out the video game royalty. So good. Yes, Breadboy. I'm absolutely 100%ing every game you see today. I obligate myself to it now.
You see things others can't. Hear threats others don't.
Yes, especially the furry games.
Fight when others won't. It's up to you to save Tokyo.
This is the one thing I've been training for. Huh. Kinda like Fatal Frame, I guess? Because of like the first person fighty ghosts part? Huh. I like the idea that it's outside. Most horror games are in enclosed spaces to kind of trim down on the environments, but... You gotta hit Slendermans with your psychic hands. I can do that. Like, almost Killer 7 vibe? Alright. Okay. What was that FPS for the Wii? You mean Red Steel? The classic Red Steel? Just going right into another one, huh? Sick. Now. Some powerful vibes coming off of this. Huh. This almost has a Kentucky Route Zero kind of feel. Kentucky Route 1. Colon. We're going to space. This is No Man's Sky with less color. Huh. Yeah, it's like the Flower/Journey game. It's the, Altered States game. Alright, sure. Why not? Give it to me. Give it. Because you're washed out, not a fan. Yeah, it seems like it's trying to be really austere about space instead of like really diving into the vibrance, the theoretical vibrance of it. Counterplay games.
Stretch, no limousine. If you're talking one that's gotta intervene, I'm the biggest one that you ever seen. I'ma need a crown. I'm the only one that ever held it down at the tip top. People flip flop every day, not I. Top 5, I'm a big shot. I'm the one that wanna take the big shots, big balls, big rings, big rocks.
How does this music fit with the game? Yeah. Bit of a stylistic mismatch there. They're using like the Greek bronze font. Oh, I know what this is. They're finally making 3 human. Long-awaited follow-up to 2 human. Alright, yeah. Third-person beat-em-up action RPG, I'm guessing. They're not seeing any multiplayer, which I thought was the whole point. Maybe they don't have that working yet. Dude, I found the horn hit section on my MIDI keyboard. Let's go. I mean, it's still a good song. I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling it. Wasn't this teased a while ago? Yeah, it was like the first PS5 reveal at the Game Awards. Fury 2? Furier? Angry. Oh, Heart Machine. Yeah, that's what it is. I would say this might be our journey game, but Raw Fury doesn't really make games like that. Raw Fury wants you to see a game over screen every now and then. What? It's upside down! You can't do that to me, Solar Ash! Yo, that looks sick as hell, though. Look at that. Cool. Very cool. I wonder if that is just an exploration game. I mean, I'm sold if that's what the environments look like. I'm kind of okay walking through like a digital museum that very talented people made. Yeah, who needs physics in an indie game? We don't have enough budget for physics. Screw it, you're upside down. Hitman? Yeah. Hitman's, but the S is a $sign.
It was always gonna end like this. All your hard work, all your sacrifice, only sped up the process.
Hitman Cross Call of Duty, the blackest op of all.
And now, you find yourself alone.
This jam is good, though. I think we got a bop in our hands, boys. Oh, that's cool. That's a good logo. That's a good-ass logo. I love the way
Hakanabra here for
IO has been able to
in Hitman 3
keep Hitman going, make it new and fresh and good. So cool to see.
In his entire career. This is also the dramatic conclusion for the World of Assassination trilogy. I'm so proud to be here to present a little glimpse of the gameplay where Agent 47 is on top of the world in Dubai.
Yeah, I was one of those old timers, man. I love devs that have just been making good games and keeping it going for decades. And IO is definitely one of those outfits. Oh, the heater is back. Excellent. Good. You gonna show us the UI? Gonna show us the boot? Okay. Sparkles? I'm into it. Kind of reminds me of the PlayStation 3, like, wavy accents, except they're particles now. Oh, yeah. People said this was really good. Astrobot VR? Astrobot missions? Something like that? I never played it, man. I bought so many PSVR titles because I was like, yeah, here we go. And I don't know, I just didn't get around to them. I don't know what it is, man. Like, when I sit down to play games, I feel like I just don't feel like plugging everything in and hooking everything up. It takes about 20 minutes every time. Okay. I guess it's like a minigame thing. Okay. Alright. Alright, why not? Yo, what if everything they're showing here are like randomized boot visualizers? Imagine you got to see that every time you turn on your PS5 for like a second. That'd be cool as hell. This isn't tea, this is urine. This is already incredibly expressive. Looking for GTA 6? I think we're a few years away from GTA 6. This is like mini Shadow of the Colossus? Oh, Monster Hunter vibes, actually. You got little guys attacking you. Oh! Monster Hunter cute, yeah. Super deformed Monster Hunter. Do you get to play as both? A very Zelda kind of bomb. Oh, jeez. Excellent edit. Quality edit. Oh, it might be playing the old man reliving his adventuring days? Maybe. They were in the same scene together, but you know, that could be just like projection or memory or something like that. Jesus. I like it. I like it a lot. That was cool. I mean, the kids' gameplay seems pretty apparent. It cuts to the old guy. I wonder if, like, it'll just comedically cut away while you're playing. That would be fun.
What's up, everyone? I'm Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. Here we go. The first ever teaser for NBA 2K21. Y'all are not ready for this.
I don't know if we're ready. Might wanna lay down on the ground for NBA. That ray tracing though, huh?
I ain't trying to bring you down, but for real, you might as well give up now.
Real-time sweat.
But I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. I'm the first one in and the last one out. Whoever owns the place gotta drag me out.
Hey, that's some good-looking sweat, though.
I don't mean to sound when I stray. You better just run for your life. Run for your life. Run for your life. Run for your life. Run for your life.
I have said for years, I'm not going to get into an NBA 2K game until the sweat looks photorealistic. Said it for years. So who knows? Maybe this year's the year. Or maybe it's time. Okay, you guys can get back in your chairs now. I think we're back to games we are ready for. Oh, is this the wait? Yeah. Alright, wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that. That I was not ready for, actually.
Amazing, aren't they? Half bug, half snack. A very recently discovered species.
Well, that was a burger.
Unique to this island.
I thought it did look like Pikmin, but
This one's lively. Beautiful seed patterns.
again, the furries are having a day.
Oh, and it's tasty too.
I know everyone in the Vor community's going nuts. Jeez.
The island of Bugsnax.
Huh. Alright, I love it. So wait, you become what you eat, I guess? Look at those little ribs! Little racks of ribs! Okay, this is amazing. They even have a whole song for Bugsnax. Cinnamon roll stale! This is the cutest thing I've ever seen! Oh my god!
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of Bugsnax.
Liz! Hey, I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire.
Oh, again?
That's gonna smell delicious. Also, like, kind of like, I guess, like cartoon Pokemon, they just say their name. Oh, something nefarious may be happening on Bugsnax Island. Oh man, I teared up a little bit with how cute that was. Oh my god. Oh my god. The little ribs got me. Little centipede ribs. That's gonna go crazy on Twitch, yeah. Something dark is brewing on Bugsnax Island. Ribbipedes are pretty neat. Yeah, the weenie hands. I mean, carrying something with weenie hands would probably be difficult. Now I kind of want to try it on stream. What if I beat a video game using only hot dog hands?
Hi everyone, thank you for being with us today for a very special event.
Shoo.
But before we get to the end of the show, I have something very near and dear to me.
Parappa, baby. Let's do it. I'm gonna cut my mic for this. No, I'm not. Never mind. I'll just be quiet. Was this Elden? Nah. It has to be Knack 3. God of War, maybe? I hear those dissonant strings. Oh, no. Demon Souls? It's Demon Souls, baby! Woo! I'm getting chills! I'm getting chills. There's some goose flesh happening. They just straight up remade the shots from the original trailer. Yeah, not from though. Not from software. Blue Point. Okay. I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back for that one.
Deathloop is a next-gen first-person shooter about rival assassins locked in a time loop. This is our unique vision.
Do love Arcane too.
Freeform
I would prefer Elden. They're still working on it.
surreal
Different studios.
story smashed together.
Want to see some stylish action? Check this out.
Yeah. From doesn't own the rights, so of course they wouldn't be making the remake, but also no date on that. But if they're rebooting Demon Souls, then it's possible it may turn into its own franchise.
He is to be shot on site henceforth in perpetuity. Your assistance is appreciated and mandatory. The real party doesn't start until he's dead.
She is not making this easy.
I love the look of this world, though. It's like a less grimdark Dishonored. Ooh, this reminds me of, what was it, We Happy Few? Like a mashup of Middle Europe and 50s, 60s pop aesthetic? I guess it's more like 40s, actually. Oh, like a mix of all of them, really. Oh, we got some blinking? Alright.
It's cold!
I mean, this has like, it's got like neon signs and, I don't know, it's... The signage and the aesthetic is very 60s. Those like Lux interior stuff, but...
Damn.
And then this film styling is like late 60s, early 70s. It's just everything smashed together.
Another day, another death. Aren't time loops fun? For everyone else,
just the Vertigo poster.
This place is paradise.
Yeah, more furries, all right.
Never-ending party, where hunting me is the main attraction. And I try to escape. They always cut me down. But I'm one stubborn motherfucker.
So it's not really Dishonored. It seems like it's more of a roguelike.
A little more, piecing together the puzzle. There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight. There's just one.
Yeah, Dishonored roguelike, kind of like Moon Crash.
You thought it was going to be easy?
Juliana Blake, Black Reef's protector, and a real pain in my ass. She may kill me 1,000,000 times, but eventually, inevitably, I will break this fucking loop.
God, like got the poster creases on the. The aesthetic of this is so cool. Kind of makes sense. I kind of get the thematic link. If you're harkening back to like Grindhouse cinema, when there basically was no morality on screen, like pre-MPAA stuff. It makes sense that an island devoted to hunting a man would be like that.
I don't like watching you die. I like killing you. There's a difference.
Oh! Does that mean it's competitive multiplayer? Like, you're the guy trying to escape and other people can come into your world as the bosses and try to hunt you down, in addition to a bunch of other AI people? That looks cool as hell. That's a really cool idea. That seems to be what it implied at the end there, is that you get to play as the hunters, too. Oh.
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard at work.
It said there are 8 targets? Yeah, but they show you playing as one of them, so...
But the forest greeted them with a dark, cold silence.
Maybe to beat the roguelike, you have to beat bosses that can be inhabited by other player characters, type thing.
Determined to find the berries The rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch, and into the forest deep.
What is it with that creepy story?
Yeah, audio's a little low here. One
It's
second.
just a local tale.
You're really into that stuff?
Quit being so paranoid.
No! Friendly! Friendly! Who are you? Who sent you? What's going on? They're coming. Who is?
This might be Resident Evil 8. Maybe? Doesn't really have the same vibe. Been seeing some rumors about Resident Evil 8 lately, yeah. Outlast 3? Yeah, maybe. This looks like a spec well above Outlast, even stylistically. The furries are at it again, man. What's going on? All right. Okay. Oh! They did it!
Chris? Sorry, Ethan. Why?
Oh! Sorry, I gotta turn the volume back down so it doesn't blow out. That's cool. I love the way that they're integrating their logos like that. That's so cool. Also, Chris was wearing too many clothes to see if he's still just like a brick of meat, but I think he is. God. Now Resident Evil has werewolves. Fine. Jeez. Oh, it's a little Death Stranding-y. Oh boy, this does have Kojima vibes all over it. Not saying that it is, but boy does it feel like it right now. Huh.
What is that?
Freedom. Our freedom.
Capcom? Huh. Okay. It kinda feels like a game that might never actually come out, but we'll see. Capcom's announced games 3 years in the future before, and they just don't show up. Finish Deep Down first, Capcom. Kind of want to know more about the cat. Yeah. Well, you know it's good when it's a pan over ocean to start. That's how you know. This, what is it?
The old ones perished 1,000 years ago.
Enslaved Journey to the West 2?
Turned to graves.
Or whatever that game was called. I can't remember the subtitle.
In their place came new life.
That's Roblox, dude. Crab fight. Ugh. Alright.
And new dangers.
Ah! Yeah. Somebody called Horizon.
I must find a way to stop it. Or it will get worse and worse. Until it destroys us all. There's nothing I wouldn't do to save this world. No depth I won't explore. No secret I won't unlock.
Whoa.
No barrier I won't cross.
This is what happens if we keep using plastic straws.
This mission is mine alone.
Thank you for the grim reminder, Aqua Bunny.
If I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop what's coming.
Cowards called it Forbidden West. Get out of here. Yeah, Horizon Tiberium Dawn. Horizon 1 Dawn.
I will be ready.
Alright, well, I guess they're not making Motorstorm. Fine. Fine. I guess it'll do. That actually looked really
On behalf
cool.
of the entire team at
That looked
Gorilla,
really cool.
we're happy to share the first look at Horizon Forbidden West.
We're continuing Elga's story as she moves west to a far future America.
To brave a beautiful but dangerous frontier masked with mysterious new threats.
Get ready to explore distant lands ravaged by massive storms.
And take on new, powerful machines as you return
to the majestic world of Horizon.
Stay tuned for much more. We can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
No date. A lot of no dates. A lot of no dates. I saw
think there's a lot
enhancement
to
there.
look forward to for the community.
I think fans are going to be really pleased.
As a game designer and storyteller, this is incredibly exciting.
Jin Takeuchi?
We're talking a whole new generation of ideas and experiences that we can create for the player.
No matter where they are.
Bringing out all the heavy hitters. Even if it's just a brief flash frame of them.
More iconic, interesting characters, more atmospheric, immersive worlds for players to explore.
Remedy, you have to make games until I'm dead.
Expect the unexpected. And I, for one, can't wait.
You can't wait.
We can't wait to share them with you. It's so exciting.
Incredibly exciting. It's really about
This is cute. You know, I think we'll all remember that this whole thing was produced under quarantine.
PlayStation 5.
Yeah. It does kind of get me, though, the sentimentality of, like, everyone may be separated, but we can still come together for stuff like this. Oh, it's gonna be orb... Oh, wait, is this console reveal, maybe? Nah. Oh, God. I just want to bury myself in that and die. This is what it feels like to chew PlayStation 5 gum. They said they weren't going to reveal the console until July, but maybe I misread. Yeah, Knack is going to emerge out of the ball ether. All the spheres are going to congeal into a 3 logo, finally. This is like tickling my eyeballs, I love it. And every so often a keyframe hits and it looks great. And then the compression just gets overloaded. This has got to be the console reveal, right? What the hell is that thing? What? Why does it have fins? Can it only stand up? It's rounded on both sides. Okay, at least it's not gloss, it's matte. I knew the console was gonna be two-tone because the controller was. Can you not lay it down? Bruh, what are you? I mean, it looked like it was pretty small, actually. No, I get it. I get the V, like the Roman 5, but... This is very ostentatious. Sony's always been like, no, we make art. And our consoles look like art. I'm like, eh. Or it's just a box you plug in. Oh, they're announcing both! Okay. Wait, what? Why does it look not different at all? Oh, okay. No disc. It looks like a liquor bottle. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that they're announcing a discless version, but... Man, I don't know about this white paneling stuff. The iPod is gone, let it go.
We hope you've enjoyed the first glimpse of our future today. You've seen our most striking
it's daring.
console design
I'll
yet,
give it that.
and you've seen games that can only be enjoyed with the full range of PlayStation 5's.
It looks like a sculpture. It looks like something that should be on a podium with a light on it.
And we put years of work into making them happen. We want you to enjoy the unique benefits of moving from one generation to the next.
You got backwards compatibility then? What? Oh.
We're launching later this year, and we have tons more to share. Welcome to PlayStation 5.
Like that doesn't look good. Like the rectangular disc tray next to all the curves and stuff, it sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, airflow through that thing is going to be amazing. Maybe that's why. Maybe this thing just dumps loads and loads of heat, and they needed like tons and tons of vents. Like around the whole thing. The whole thing is open.
But whatever comes.
It's a router? Yeah, it kind of looks like a gamer router.
I will be ready.
What if you have an entertainment center whose shelves aren't that high? Although I guess they haven't released dimensions. To scale with the controller, it actually looks like it's pretty small. They probably need that airflow, I guess. There are ways to do airflow that aren't as ridiculous. I think it looks good. I personally think that there are functional things that a console should do that kind of innately can't, because they made it so brash. Okay, it was on its side there, but it was like... I guess there must be a stand that holds it off the ground. Which... That shape on its side is gonna look really funky. It's gonna look really lopsided. Yeah, there was a stand, yeah. So it can go on its side, but... Yeah, I don't know, Musashi. Like, for me, when it comes to cooling, the 1X is really hard to beat. It has basically no vents because it uses vapor chamber stuff. And I get that not every console can do that, and I'm sure that there were design imperatives they ran into. It's gonna get so dusty. Okay, that's what I'll be staring at for the next 5 years, I guess. Okay. I mean, lots of cool games, though. Lots of really, really cool games. It's, I'll wait till the black one comes out. Yeah, maybe, who knows? Maybe the, still live or just on holding on that screen? Yeah, maybe, there was no price. No, Minor Tom. I'm surprised they showed the console itself. Yeah, in-game suit look. I mean, I didn't. Other people on the internet did. It just makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, with where my head's already going is hopefully I can just pop those side panels off and spray paint them. Like, use vinyl dye, which usually bonds really well to the plastics they use for consoles. And it wasn't glossy, so at least you'll be able to, hopefully be able to modify it a little bit. Maybe change the plates out. That's what I'm planning on doing. And even then, the shape, man, it genuinely looks like a liquor bottle. Which are, you know, they're meant to convey, like, class and elegance and luxury, I think, are the things that, like, that is supposed to convey. But, like, let me... There's ones that kind of flute out at the top. Typically, they're like champagne and like high-end, like, in a weird way, like female skewing liquors try to have that shape because it looks like a slender woman. That's a. I'll give Sony credit. They don't make the easy choice, which I appreciate. Both in the the architecture of their consoles, in the games they decide to produce, and even the physical shape of their consoles, man. They go crazy. What bums me out is I don't have that much space, and you can't, like... I can't stack anything on that. And I think that's kind of the point. I think they made it a shape where it has to be by itself. And it's going to look very austere and regal in your entertainment center. But... once you have enough consoles, man, you run out of space, and you need to start compressing. And that thing, yeah, duct tape it to the back of the TV. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, Minor Tom. No, I get it. I get the V shape. It's not that subtle, all right? I get it. That doesn't make it, in my opinion, for my taste, the best design. But that's just me. Yeah, it's trying to look like the Burj a little bit. Okay, well, interesting. What did you guys think? Here, let me, I don't know how many more trailers I had in here. Actually, man, kind of ran completely against it, but we'll roll it back. We'll roll it right back to where we started. Very, very cool games. It's futuristic. Yeah. I guess what gets me is it's like it's what the future aesthetic looks like right now, and Sony that's typically what they hit when they launch their consoles, but it's probably gonna look a little chonkety come a few years. I mean, if you look at all their past consoles, let's see here. It's here, let's go on a little adventure. So the PlayStation 1 was very mid-90s electronics. It's gray, big buttons because it looks more like a toy. It's very like circles and squares, which obviously was a big part of their design aesthetic. when they were launching the brand, and they've tied themselves pretty closely to that ever since. It's got that big old flip top. Like, I think everything about the original PlayStation was meant to like make it very easy to know how to use it. The big old labeled buttons, the giant like hinge tray, round thing goes in round thing. PlayStation 2 is when it gets a little funkier. The fins, like this is when the fins start showing up, which is something that they keep going back to, is putting fins on things. You know, like the little blue accents to tell you like there's USB here. Yeah, I did like the gradient on the PS2 logo. The fact that it was very thin lettering was kind of coming into vogue in terms of titling at the time. The 3 is just a beast. The 3 is basically a computer. But it had that chrome accent on the front and then the Spider-Man chrome font. To me, nothing says more like we designed this for exactly right now than a glossy console with a chromed Spider-Man font on it. Black and chrome. Yeah, it was a cool approach. It is fun to see like when Apple started getting big, what really changed. And man, you want to talk about ventilation? Jeez. And PS3's never melted down. OG PS3 is very late 2000s. I mean, it came out, what, 06? I always liked the 4. 4's clean, and I really, really liked the, like, stacked and split level geometry there. It almost looks like a brutalist building. It conveys power and permanence. They even mix the textures of, like, gloss and matte, which is a pretty cool, like, intersection of a lot of things. And I really, really like the accent light on the front of it. I don't know. And you can stack things on top of it. Like, it can be top, it can be horizontal. Like, it had just enough pizzazz to stick out in an entertainment center setup, but it didn't like completely dominate. But this thing is gaudy as heck. I don't like that. Man, there's probably no good pictures of it indexed on Google image search yet. But actually, hold on a second. Maybe I can scroll back to it. Yeah, let me let's see here. Go back to the stream. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. They're definitely going for like no one's gonna walk in your living room and not see that. Is kind of where my head goes, and that may be the point. They're getting a little louder about their design. Whoop. Okay, let's see here. Scroll all the way to the end here. Okay. It's just the fact that it's rounded on both sides, which yeah means even when it's sitting still, that means when it's elevated off the ground. Let me see if I can find that shot. Stuff's gonna get under it. Like cords are gonna go under it. Stuff like dust is gonna get under it. It's moving wires around that thing is also gonna be a nightmare because it has tons of hooks on it. Like if you drag an HDMI cord across this thing, it's gonna snag and then it's gonna yank it off. Like these are not common problems, but I've messed up with enough home electronics to have that happen. Also, like the fins on top just add to the height of the console for no functional reason. It looks like it's wearing a crown. It looks like a high ruffed collar around an aristocratic lord or a lady or something like that. It's meant to look so regal and powerful, like vaulting upwards. It's like a rocket shooting off into space. I get all. It's mixing. Yeah, it is mixing gloss and matte again. I get the design aesthetic about it. I would love it if it weren't a console. Like if it were like a if it were a liquor bottle, if it were a sculpture, if it were like a design piece. Okay. Trying to find the I'll find the shot of it on its side. It was really, really, really short. Gloss and matte white though. It's the gloss black with a matte white, which I like. I like the outside being matte because that means dust is less visible, fingerprints less visible. This means like stuff can get in there too, but that means stuff is also pretty easy to get out. So dust and things shouldn't be that much of an issue. And if any of those vents get clogged, the whole thing is vents, so it's not an issue. What are these Are these like card expansion slots? Maybe this is what you just cram the NVMe drive into. I don't know about this though. Are those buttons? Oh. Yeah, okay, button. Never mind. That's a power button and that's eject, I'm assuming. I guess we'll see for sure. So a USB port and a... What the hell is that? Like Firewire? So yeah, they seem pretty intent here to show you that yes, this part is glossy because it's reflecting this, also ray tracing or whatever. And then they have a very pronounced texture on the inside to, I guess, convey to you that that is, wait, that had a little lightning bolt on it. Yeah, USB-C finally. Finally. What is this port? Oh, it's C. Okay, so it's A to C and then C to C. And I'm curious if the diskless is going to have this top button because it looks like it's a... Looks like it's an eject. That's me, Raymond Tracing. Yeah, micro USB is the worst. The absolute worst. No, there's no way it's Thunderbolt. It's got to be C. A C cable. Or C out. Which means... I don't know if Sony will support it, but it might have USB-C video out, which would be pretty cool. Man. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely, so it's a normal charge port and then a USB port. It's even got the logo on it. That motion blur makes it a little hard to read, but okay, yeah, and then the diskless one does not have disk eject, so okay. I mean, surely the price differential is not going to be that high. Also, this one looks like it has a bit of a different stand. It looks like what? Grand Marnier. Hold on. No? What am I thinking of? Hold on a minute. Hold on. I know this. I've seen this before. Oh boy. Oh, it's in the back. Oh, it's elderflower liqueur. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Saint Germain. Here we go. Kids, close your eyes. This is your PlayStation 5. Like, I mean, it's not, but I just like, the reason they make bottles like this is so it pops out at you when you're like walking through a liquor aisle. And if you need elderflower liqueur, you're gonna get this or something that's in a generic bottle. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Rick, it is so hot today. I was gonna wear like normal pants, but whew, I had to turn off my big fan because I didn't want it to be. Yeah, put the thing on the floor before you knock it over. It's safe. It's safe. So let me see if I can find that shot of it on its side here. How'd you get the PS5 already? That's what happens when you're a big time games journalist. That's what happens. Yeah, can it play can it play Horizon Zero Dawn? I think if I finished the bottle, I'd probably think I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn, yeah. I mean, you could convince me I'm playing any game that exists. HDMI? It's gotta be. There's no way it's not HDMI. Okay, it's got the orange, the amber accent to tell you it's charging. So wait, does that mean that the charge port's on the bottom? Yeah, wait, what? Hold on. Does that mean the USB-C port's on the bottom? Yeah? Or, oh no wait, it's got those, yeah, it's got those little dongly things around the headphone jack. That must be how it charges. Yeah, a new camera. Does that mean the old camera won't work anymore? No, I'm sure it's not wireless charging. But yes, it's a feminine shape. Media remote's an interesting call. I feel like most people just use their controllers. Also an embossed PlayStation button. Maybe that's actually a button and not just a logo, but why is it sticking out like that? I don't know. As much as the system itself, hardware-wise, is very much like we're making an amazing machine, the design of this reminds me of like old, like you gotta buy it and Sony's king. Sony is king and you're going to love everything we make, like Powerhouse Sony. So wait, there was a shot of it on its side, right? Am I crazy? Or was it just a quick shot that didn't actually exist? PS5 looks like PS3 wearing a shirt and a popped collar. I feel like it's about to crush me at beer pong. Yeah. I didn't even get popped collar. I get like royalty. Yeah, there was a shot of it, right? Very quick near the end. Did I just miss it again? During the final montage? Okay. Maybe I was looking at chat or something. I almost wonder if it can't be on its side for heat displacement. Heat can get displaced no matter what orientation the console's in. That doesn't matter. Like, air flows regardless. Harpsichord, I have been doing that. So you're giving me a tip that I've already displayed that I know how to do. It wouldn't... And also, I'm gonna give you a gold medal for being the first person to backseat YouTube.com. I appreciate that. Is you feel gonna do stuff like this in the future? I don't know. I don't think I'm the person to ask. So this stand, it's really hard for me to see how it can... That may be why it's like angled like that. So if you rotate it, then yeah. It can be on its side. Yeah, I'm just trying to find the shot of it on its side with the stand. I feel like the controller mic is going to be god-awful. There's been a lot of advancements in like isolating and boosting spoken voice over background noise. So, get that RTX voice in your PlayStation 5. Looks like the stand also works for it on its side. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm just trying to find the shot. It's also really... Yeah, I guess the stand does have to be different because this one's fatter. Huh. Oh, okay. It's during the sizzle reel after. Gotcha. All right. Okay. The stand is slanted. Indeed, it is. Well, it's like bowed. It looks like it's concave, which makes sense because the console's rounded. So. Just, man. As used as I am to Sony kind of being pretty brash with their like silhouette designs, I wasn't expecting something as out there as that.
I will be ready.
Okay. Little muley. Sweat tech. No, that's a camera. Nope, that's a headset. Pulse 3D. Brand everything. Brand it all. So, also concerns. I think there were only like 2, maybe 3 games that were launch window. So, it looks like an amazing machine. A lot of these games are incredible. Launch window. Like, this is when we should have seen all the launch window announcements, right? Oh, boy, that's fast. All right. Gosh, is it really Call of Duty if you can't hear Lil Wayne over the mic? Oh, that's still going. Hold on a minute. There we go. Why are you not... Go back. There. The disc is on... The disc tray's on the bottom? So you have to reach down even further to get to it? Okay, I get it. I get it. All the guts of a disc drive are kind of under where the disc is, the laser and the motors and stuff like that. And if you make a PS5 without a disc drive, you can't have all those guts intruding into the piece, like the computational part of it. So if you want to make like a non-disc drive version, you have to make another disc drive version while the hardware is just pushing out into ether. So it has to be like that. I don't know why it's not on top. Like, you could have just flipped it. Maybe like you couldn't have run the connectors to the board that way. There's no way to know without popping the thing open, but what I think I finally, like, what really bugs me is this combination of shapes. The rounded corners plus these that are sticking out in front of it. Like, you don't get any of the, like, the vaulting and the upward. You don't get the power, the expression. You don't get any of that when it's on its side. So all of the, like, I feel like all the design that went into it standing vertically just really falls away when it's on its side. Right now it looks like a giant fish that's trying to eat the controller. I like those accents on the inside, though. I like that lighting. That's pretty cool. It's just really confusing to me. Like, this is gonna look disgusting if it's on its side after a couple months. And why would they make the part of the controller you touch the most white? You're gonna get in there with your Cheeto hands and turn it orange in a day. I still want it. I still want it. I respect it. Oh, dust get in there? I mean, dust gets in everything. The advantage of having airports around the whole thing is that if dust gets in one of them, like, it can still flow air through the whole thing. Make you conscious of how gross you are when gaming? I guess that's true. You look down at your controller and it's black and you're like, wait a minute. I don't remember that. I think they'll sell different colors. I hope so. I hope so. I'm really just hoping it's going to be easy to pop these two panels off. And then, you know, like one $10 can of vinyl dye later, and I've got a more cohesive looking console. Even the stand is black, and it like They didn't show the back, which is interesting. They didn't show the power and connector ports. I'd like to see what kind of, like, does it have that giant 3-pin like PC power plug? Does it have the old PS2, like PS2 and 3 Slim, like circular squared plug? How many USB ports are on the back? Yeah, I'm sure there's a network port, all that sort of thing. Huh. It's so strange to me that like the tray is under. That means you have to just reach down further to put in a disc. It's not a big deal. It's just pretty clear that like the usability of trading out discs has become less and less of a priority. I do like the ports very prominently on the front, though. That's very, very good. It'll make it very easy to plug in and charge and stuff like that. One of the things I couldn't stand about the PS3 is that all the USB ports were under a giant lip. So if you were standing above the console looking down at it, you can't see where any of the ports are, and you certainly can't see where to plug anything in. So that part of functionality I like. That if you need to charge your controller, just bloop right in the front. Or anywhere else. Hopefully a PlayStation 5 controller will charge off of a powered USB cord pretty universally. Yeah, you got to get some squats in to watch, whenever you want to watch Jupiter Ascending on 4K UHD Blu-ray. Would an all-black version make the forums, the panels stick out less and make it look less awful? I mean, I don't think it looks awful. I'm just confused by a lot of the design decisions that they made. I also think it's kind of unnecessarily brash. I do think if the panels were black, that it would call less attention. Like there'd be just less contrast in general. Actually, I think if the panels were black, it would make the like collared look even weirder. I think the contrast kind of justifies the fact that it's such contrasting shapes and colors. Interesting bit of symmetry, though. I appreciate that the touchpad is angled out. It matches the vaulting 5 aspect of it. Again, only works with the consoles vertical. That's what it is. I'm excited. I'm excited they showed it. So hold up, like, let's do some math here. Nope, wrong photos. Thanks, Cortana, for always being wrong and launching Bing every time I mistype anything. Let's see. Do we have dimensions for the PS5 controller? Because I don't know that we do. Otherwise, we'd be able to figure out how tall this thing is. We can, I guess we can estimate with a PS4 controller, which I don't have because they broke. All right, PS3 it is then. So on their website, I don't know that they've announced dimensions for the controller. I don't think they've said specifically how big or small it is. But let's see. Let's see. I usually have a measuring tape here on my desk. Let's see if it's still there. It is! It looks like the size of an Xbox. PS4 controller is 6.4 by 2 by 3.9. Do you mean inches? Or I'm gonna guess you mean inches. Wait. Which one of those is height? Because the PlayStation 3 controller is only about 4 inches tall when it's sitting on its thing. So let's see here. Yeah, it's wait, ruler, there we go. So let's just see. Well, actually here, let's do it like this. You guys are about to get about to see some Ace Pro Photoshop action. Dun 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 dun. All right. How many controllers we got? No. I don't know why I'm thinking of the Metal Gear Solid music. All right. Oh, notifications. Okay, so that's like whatever. We'll say 3.5 controllers tall. So if we say one PlayStation 5 controller is 4 inches, if we say that, then it's a little over a foot. That's 14 inches. So about that tall, a little over a foot. That's actually pretty tall for something that has to stand up in an entertainment center. Like head for scale. I mean, that's about the size of other consoles. Hold on a second. Let me check. An Xbox One S, I mean, One X and One S's are the same size, I'm pretty sure, is less than a foot. PS4, 11.5 inches. So, if that controller's bigger, I think it's probably bigger. But, to scale, and it's also on a stand, but to scale, like, with rough scales, this thing is taller / on the side is wider than any currently existing consoles. Yeah, I don't know of many shelves that can take a console standing up like that. Which again, may be the point. Maybe it is that they don't want it sitting inside. Oh, Judge Dimension by USB port. Yes, good call, Cup of Tea. All right. Let's do that. So let's see. That is 28 pixels. Okay. So the actual PS4 is, let's say, 740 pixels. So let's see here. 28, yeah, okay, so 740 divided by 28. It is 26.4 USB ports tall. Let's see here. Height, 4.55 millimeters. Type A. Okay. Times 0.55. So it's that many millimeters, which means no. It's 12 point. Wait, does that doesn't? Maybe my math's off somewhere. That's 12 centimeters. That doesn't feel right at all. Also, this tape measure is only metric. God damn it. That's not correct? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah. Okay. This is 28 pixels tall. Let's start over. 28 pixels tall. And the entire console is 735 pixels. So let's try this again. I think I got the wrong dimension from from that. So 735 divided by 28. It's 26.25. Let's see here. Height. Oh, maybe it's width that I needed. Width is 12 millimeters? Okay, for type A. Yes, width, because they're usually, yeah. Okay. 315 millimeters. Let's see here. That's, yeah, 12.4 inches, which is still over a foot. A foot almost exactly, yeah, it's about a foot and a half. Oh, wait. Yeah. That's still about an inch and a half or 2 inches taller / wider than existing consoles. That said, existing consoles are pretty small. Let's try the PS3. Come on, fatty. Okay, yeah. PS3 is 13 inches. The thick PS3 is 13 inches. So it looks like it's going to be in between a PS4 and a big old chunky PS3 in terms of size, which is pretty big. That's pretty big and weird considering there's no physical hard drive anymore. Solid state storage is pretty small. So what is it? It must be room for fans. Big fans. Maybe that's it. The 1S used a giant fan to make sure that it was pretty small. Or that it was pretty quiet, actually. The PS4s, everyone remarks about how it sounds like a jet engine taking off. It's fans, smaller fans have to turn faster to drive more air. Bigger fans can turn slower and thus not create the whine or the motor sound of spinning quickly. So it's possible that the extra clearance and the extra width is for a giant fan to like push a lot of air but not create a lot of noise. Prevent overheating. I mean, I don't know if it's so much for overheating. Consoles don't overheat, like the 360 did, and that's it. That's it. Heat is usually not as much of a deal as everyone makes it out to be. I think it's more for the sound. Is to have bigger fans so that you can just have a quieter console. That's my theory. That is my theory. Because it should have been smaller, based on the tech that they're using and the kind of the architecture of the system. Low height for 120 and 140. Yeah, it's the fact that it's rounded kind of bites into that, because fans are square. They kind of have to be. So if the top is domed, that means the fan has to sink lower to have the width that it needs to actually be able to push heat. Has a PS always had a loud fan issue? PS1s and PS2s weren't that loud. I don't remember PS3s being that loud either. But yeah, PS4s, woof! Boy, do they go wild. All right, I guess before we wrap it up here, we can kind of scroll back through the games that we got to see. It's weird that it's just a white square now.
Let's do this.
That would be really handy if it weren't a white square. Maybe if I refresh, or maybe it's doing that because they took it down. I'm not gonna push it.
Back at just some.
Here.
Oh yeah, GTA Online. That feels to me more like GTA Online's earning so much money. This is just like trying to make sure that I think investors and market people know that PlayStation 5 is going to make sure that games as service games that are still earning money will still continue to earn money.
Go be a hero, Miles.
PS5 looks like a vase. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting to me that this is subtitled. I'm gonna guess it's like same engine, modest improvements, kind of side story sort of piece of content. Yeah, holiday 2020. Yeah. Had a lot of calls for Nintendo Switch's overheating in handheld mode. Really? Is that just the fans dying out, or just because couldn't push through air fast enough? Yeah, GTA's lasted 3 generations. GTA 5 is, and it's still selling. It's selling more. And you have things like Epic giving it away and stuff like that. Forza's cool. I don't expect this game's going to come out in the next 4 years. How long? Gran Turismo 6 was announced, like, I want to say 3 years before it finally came out. And it was, like, right at the tail end of the PS3. Pretty typical UI for Gran Turismo, though. The gameplay looks really good. I do worry, though, that sometimes there's, you know... I feel like racing games kind of passed the cutoff of looking good enough quite a while ago. Oh, what did I say? Did I not say Gran Turismo? Yeah, 5 took forever. 5 and 6. Wow. The Forza games, like, have already caught up to them in numbering with 2 different series. This just straight looks awesome. And I would say out of all the demos is the one that kind of showcased the specific tech liberties of the PlayStation 5 the most. Yeah, Infamous First Light. That's exactly what I was thinking of. I think it's going to be kind of like that. They haven't said, but the fact that they're turning it around so quickly for PS5 launch, I mean, it makes all the sense in the world. Spider-Man was a huge hit, sold a lot of PS4s. Of course you're going to have that leading your PS5. Is Xbox doing an event? Yes. Yes, they are. Yeah, this one was like, okay, here is the tech we were told about, and here is exactly how it factors into a game. Which was super, super neat. I'd say, like, all told, might be the strongest showing. Just because it did incorporate all aspects. Like, it had gameplay, it showed the tech, it was bright, it was colorful. It was a brand people know and like. Yeah. It had furries. I'm surprised no ghosts. They already did their thing for ghosts. Plus, that's a PS4 title. I mean, who's to say? Might be backwards compatible, but... Also, yeah, no talk about backwards compatibility. They're still kind of leaving that off, which is interesting. This looked neat, but again, Square has done this a lot before. At least 2 or 3 times. Where they put out a whole thing, they call it Project Blank, and then that never becomes a game. It's just tech that goes into other games that also themselves take like 5 years to come out. This was neat. I'm gonna guess it's like kind of walking simulator style, but whatever. Cool of Sony to put games that weren't just wall-to-wall, like big properties in their showcase, which was super cool. I always like it when it's not just like they're willing to give up stage time to maybe not indie, but more like AA caliber stuff. Oh, the lack of re-releases? Yes, that's very, very refreshing. I don't think, like, this isn't the place for that. This is supposed to wow and amaze, and to a degree I think it did a pretty good job. The re-releases is what you get to fill out the launch slate, and we'll probably be seeing tons of trailers for that coming up. Pew! He's adapting to me. Yeah, deep down. Jeez.
Making games.
I think the consoles will focus more on super sampling instead of raw pixels and resolution. I mean, I don't know that you have to choose between either anymore, Fernias. I think if you're playing at 1080, of course there will be a lot of super sampling going on, but I'm kind of excited about this, mostly because I am just a Housemarque fan in general. It's cool to see them trying bigger projects. I was bummed, man. They put out so many good twin stick and arcade shooters, and then I think it was Nex Machina. They put that out. It didn't sell, and then Housemarque had to like put up this whole letter saying like, "Look, we tried really hard. Nobody's buying this stuff. We have to stay in business. We're making something else." Oh, you just realized that the sand is actually the button shapes. Yeah, that's the PlayStation branding throughout this whole presentation was really, really, really cool. Very classy. This looked fun. Like, cool to play with kids or just like silly evening. This did kind of read like we're gonna make our own Rocket League. Just drag that millennial slider all the way to the right. I guess this is more like Gen Z slider now. This looked neat. I love the idea of like mechanically rich combat games with aesthetics that aren't for mature gamers that play mature games, which is, you know, which is to say big beefy muscle men ripping people in half. The animation looks really solid too. And this is for all the Homestuck fans out there.
Maybe it's the fear.
All you, chasing the Undertale crowd, I feel like.
Good as what I imagine. When I'm still just standing on the edge.
Teens. You ever been a furry and a teen? The fact that Oddworld is in this is ridiculous. I think the meta story of this whole presentation was that, like, in addition to the big first-party PlayStation 5 stuff, they still got a lot of good and classic and like story developers with pedigree who are also making projects, and that the fact that Sony's willing to give stage time to them, I think is a good message to communicate. Oh yeah, this game looked wild. Man, just any game that lets me walk around Tokyo, I'm already okay with on a base level. The combat system looked pretty neat, almost like a reminds me of what was it, Xenoclash a little bit, like first-person combo, crazy camera movements, and like zooms and punches that really sell the kind of the velocity of what you're doing. Got it started at 3:30. Eesh, that might have been 3:30 Eastern. It has already happened. Just call me table. Just recapping now. I think GTA 5 isn't going to be available at launch. I don't think so. It didn't seem like it. No, it seemed like they're going to have to patch it a little bit to make it compatible. Oh yeah, this thing, space game. I could see this. Yeah, it's the Journey Flower analog, except bleak, like much more bleak. Which is weird. Yeah, it's desaturated. It's an interesting idea for a game that's seemingly about the wonder and joy of exploration, to make everything look kind of like desaturated and it's weird because so much of it like is almost that Destiny aesthetic, the 70s science fiction like 5-cent novel aesthetic, pulp science fiction from the 70s kind of thing, but that stuff was always hyper-saturated and super colorful. And this is kind of going the other way, which is interesting. Oh, Godfall, which is supposed to be a free-to-play game, I think. Which might explain the marketing a little more. This one looked cool. Who knows what it's going to be, but it almost reminds me a little bit of Ashen. Maybe it's because it's got Ash in the title. Like, how are you, from a gameplay perspective, how are you even supposed to navigate this landscape here? Not that this is an example of a playable area, but the mobility you saw was like skating on the ground, so maybe it's like a Gravity Rush thing where you can go up walls. Clearly, gravity's not an issue, so yeah. Outer Wilds? You mean like, what do you mean? Might need to be a little more specific. Yeah, it's good to see Hitman still going. That was a pretty great trailer too, I gotta admit. Right, a creature? Yeah. And they show that for sure, so. That was a sick trailer, man. That track was amazing too. God bless you. God bless you, IO. Well, Astro. I gotta admit it. Truly, like, it's really cool that it wasn't just non-stop like tech wow. Like, there's really no reason this couldn't run on a PS4, but it's a cool idea. Maybe it's more of an evidence that like Sony, this is maybe Sony's kind of reinforcing that they're taking a more active role in striking publishing deals with third parties. But yes, this game looked really, really cool. I guess there's two ways to read that though. One is like, maybe Sony doesn't have enough technical WoW ready to show. The other one is that they're trying to open up space for their partners to show their projects off more. Yeah, 2K, he's all sweaty now. Aww.
Half bug, half snack.
love it. I swear the presenters were 3D rendered. I don't think so. I think that they just sent, like, I'm gonna guess that they sent a light, a good camera, and a green screen to every one of their speakers. But they weren't wearing studio makeup because they probably filmed themselves in their houses and sent the footage to the editor. That's what I would guess. Hold on, I want to hear weenie hands again.
I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire. Oh, again?
So good. Oh yeah. It's weird because there was no subtitle on it. It wasn't Demon's Souls HD. It wasn't Demon's Souls Remastered. It's just Demon's Souls. For now. You know, no date. Again. That concerns me. Not even a year on a lot of this stuff. Just trailer and logo hit. Launch line, like I expected at the end of this at the end of this conference to roughly know the 5 or 6 games that would be launching with the PS5.
Is a next-gen first-person
and I don't.
About rival assassins locked.
Deathloop looked cool as hell. I feel like Moon Crash was sort of the prototype for this. Yeah, Xbox is in July sometime, I'm pretty sure.
Puzzle.
Hopefully like a remake with a lot of mechanical upgrades. Yeah, there's some quality of life stuff that could definitely be improved about Demon's Souls. I wonder how, like, if they would add tutorializing at all? Like, trying to explain the world alignment in the game, or just kind of letting people figure that out again? It's a surprise, just like the price. Yeah. Oh yeah, Resident Evil 8! You guys. You're playing as Ethan again. From 7, remember? Like, it's funny, because it did have the round sigils, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of Silent Hill-esque, isn't it? But, like, this one shot of the doors, like, that is a Resident Evil puzzle. For sure. You're gonna have to find plates and put them in and rotate them so there's a click and then the door opens. Like, they find ways to telegraph it in silly ways. Also, kind of, I feel like that Resident Evil 4 vibe a little bit. Creepy European town with a bunch of crazy people. Still in first person, it looked like, too. Wait, hold on a minute. That looked like a... It's right there! How did I not see that? And again, another puzzle. I'm sure you're gonna have to find these, like, four panels and stuff like that. Wasn't Resident Evil 7 Violence Hazard? No. Biohazard, which was really cool. Like 7, they finally like kind of converged the branding of like Biohazard and Resident Evil. It was so cool, man. Look up the logo treatments for Resident Evil in Japan and here, because it's the coolest thing ever. And in America it was called Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. In Japan it was called Biohazard 7 Resident Evil. And both titles work in both circumstances. It's great, because Resident Evil 7 was about mold, which is a biohazard, but it was also about, like, bad things that happen in a spot, and, like, that evil residing there, a Resident Evil. Ugh, it's so cool. Until you get to the boat, and then you're like, what is this game? This looks great, though, man. The RE engine is absurd. Capcom's first-party tech has come so far. Also werewolves, I guess. 7 was my favorite out of the ones I played. 7 was real damn good. And then, yeah, there's the 8 treatment in there. God. Also...
Why?
He's a big boy. Werewolf is a bit much. Yeah. Resident Evil, it's always kind of really danced on that line. Sometimes it goes way too far into being absurd. Other times it tries to play it pretty straight. Yeah, who knows what this is. The only operative mechanic they seem to imply is that your suit like programs canisters to do stuff and then you shoot them. But I swear that dude's helmet looks like the Kojima Productions mascot a little bit. Same shapes. Hold on a second. Maybe not. Maybe not as much. I guess what got me is like the cat. You could see the skull through the holographic cat. And that's very much like this look of like the skull inside of an outer protection. But yeah, the rounded, like the helmet, like the wedge shape on the front is there, but this round thing on top is not. Maybe that's an upgrade you get later. It is, yeah, it's pretty Dead Spacey, yeah. What was his name? Isaac Clarke, right, after the, Yeah, I guess it depends on what suit you're wearing. Some of them were more rounded, but there was, yeah, there we go. Is that the Dead Space 2 suit? Isaac Clarke, yeah. Can you look up my Anthem helmet? I mean, there were multiple Anthem helmets. It depends what class you were. Let's see. Yeah, I can see it. Looks like you got a horn. And Horizon, more Horizon. New environments.
Storms.
Sure.
Cool. Not a bad showing. Some pretty cool surprises. Yeah, my big reservations were just the shape of the console, and then also the lack of dates on pretty much everything. I'm sure that'll get sorted out eventually, but the only things we saw that were 2020, and I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure it's Spider-Man Miles Morales and Godfall. Those are the only two games that had a 2020 on them. For now. But, gonna be a lot of waiting, I guess. Oh, is Bugsnax 2020? I don't know. Yeah, no price. No price, no dates. So, there's still plenty of time. Now, I mean, we don't have an E3, which is probably when they would have announced the price, which is kind of crazy, considering both Sony and Microsoft are kind of staring at each other from, like, across the world, waiting for each other to announce, but... Man. Oh, Bugsnax at holiday? Okay, good. Good, thank God. Well, ain't no problem then. If Bugsnax is holiday, then I know what I'll be playing. Love it so much. Well, I guess that'll do it for the PlayStation 5 event, though. Thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully some of you got some freebies and some goodies on behalf of G Fuel. Thank you to G Fuel for reaching out to me and just asking if I wanted to do this. Obviously, okay, there we go. Bugsnax, that's 3. Bugsnax is new Nax. Oh, last giveaway. All right, yeah, just doodle anything in chat if you want to enter that giveaway. But thank you for joining me. Man, there's one thing I love. It's geeking out about video games. So I'm very happy that I got to do that with you guys. New console. It's always a really exciting time. A lot of cool games shown. Again, mine is just like, when are we gonna see any of these? I'd rather see them now and not know when they're coming than not see them at all. So I'm kind of okay with that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully somebody gets a big hit. Am I gonna be on later? I think I'm just gonna take it easy today. Yeah, Mickey, I've been partnered with G Fuel for a couple of months now. Now I think I'm gonna take it easy today. I'm gonna be real lazy. I'm gonna go play some video games. Like, I guess I could do that on stream, but thank you guys for watching. Yeah, if you wanna follow me, this is basically what I do every day, is just stream games and geek out about them and get way too in the headspace of what's going on in the game world. But yeah, there's the command, the exclamation point Solar if you want to see where to follow me. But yeah, I'm up usually every day on Twitch. I play a lot of random and weird stuff. Been playing a lot of Doom Eternal lately, trying to get that Ultra Nightmare win. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a minute. Finishing up Witcher 3. Trying to play through all the Star Wars prequel games. I have this monster over here. This little I'm gonna say asshole. They said it in the videos, whatever. Keeps locking up at the end of the 6th level, which is a really tough level to beat. So I think I found a clever workaround. I think I've found it, but that'll have to wait for later. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Thanks again to G Fuel. Thanks again to Sony for making this stuff. You know, without all the engineers and developers grinding away, we wouldn't have cool stuff to get excited about. So, I'm amped. I can't wait to get that thing and hold it and be like, what do I do with this monster? Well, yeah, thanks again. Hopefully I'll see you next time, one way or the other, when there's another reveal. And have a good day, everyone. Let's all wrap that PlayStation 5 blanket around us and just wait. Just wait for those magical video games to appear. All right. I'm Lawrence. Goodbye, everybody.